Hello everyone, and welcome to Art Chat. I'm Marge Lee, and today we're in Lucina chatting with Alvin Williams. Welcome to Art Chat, Alvin.
Thank you very much.
Well, people know you as the photographer that goes into the butterfly garden,
Yes.
but they may not know that you have quite a remarkable collection of etchings.
Well, thank you.
We're here today to talk about them. Let's start by you telling me a little bit about the artist and why he is so special to you.
Well, this artist actually is my stepfather.
Ah.
And
His name is?
his name is F. Townsend Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's quite well known.
Uh-huh.
He's got etchings in many different museums and Library of Congress.
Uh-huh.
And he really likes to do a lot of works of sailboats and fishing boats.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of the WPA under the Roosevelt administration, and they really were set up to help starving artists after the Depression. So he did a lot of work with them also.
Well, he is quite well known. Now, before we start talking more about the collection, let's talk about the process of etching, because it's quite complex. Can you simplify it for us and tell the viewers a little bit about it?
Yes, I'll try. Etchings, most of these etchings are done on copper plates.
Okay.
And you have to put a ground on the copper plate,
All right.
which is melted onto the copper plate.
Okay.
Then you hold that over a candle and blacken it.
Okay.
Then the artist takes a diamond stylus and draws through the smoked ground,
The ground.
which exposes the copper plate and the lines.
And is it usually like a wax substance?
It's mostly wax.
Okay.
It's impervious to the acid.
Okay.
And then you put it into an acid bath,
Okay.
which etches into the copper plate.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And you have to do this a number of times depending on how dark you want the lines. Then you have to ink the plate, and then you put it through a rolling press, where you have to put the damp paper on the copper plate. You put several layers of paper over that, and then you roll it through this press. And of course the ink comes into the paper.
So quite a complex process.
Yes, it is.
So I think it helps knowing that when we look at the work. Let's start with these two works. As you said, he is known for his sailing scenes. And if you look closely at this now, you can see a better appreciation, I think, for the lines and the detail.
Yes. These were both done on the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland. This is a fisherman going out to fish in the sunrise behind him.
See the line, we see the sunrise
Right.
depicted. And what I'm seeing a little number here. What does that mean?
Yes. Once the artist gets the image or the drawing exactly how he wants it, he runs off the first print and he writes proof on it. This is proof. Then after that, he's going to run a series of prints. So in this case, it's looks like 14 over 50, which would mean it's the 14th print over of a series of 50.
Of 50. And after that, they destroy the...
Then he takes his
plate.
diamond stylus, he marks through the copper plate, and he takes another print to prove it's been destroyed.
Alvin, I am really intrigued by this work because there's almost a hidden image in it. First, tell us who the artist is.
Well, this is Benjamin Kottmann,
Okay.
and he was a German Jew who came to New York.
And this is an
and
etching.
He's well known. It's an etching, yes.
Okay. Now, point out what's so interesting about this.
Well, when you first view this, you just see the man's face.
So right here.
Yeah, but if you look at it very closely, you can see a hand over here and another hand over here. And again, if you look even more closely, you start to see an image here of a woman. This is her face, her shoulder, and her hair. And she is putting a medallion around his neck.
It's a really good example of how when you look closely into an image, you often see beyond what you saw at the first glance.
Yes, absolutely.
I really like this image, and tell the viewers why it's so important in the life of this artist.
Well, this is Joseph Pennell, and he's known as the Dean of American Etchers. and he was Townsend's mentor and teacher. And he did, actually, he posed for this, and Townsend sketched it and then did the etching. I believe this is St. Croix, and I'm not sure where this is, to be honest with you, but he did a lot of these scenes, tropical scenes.
Didn't he
Key
spend some
West.
time in Key West?
Yes, in fact, he established a art gallery there in Key West. In 1934, I believe it was, he did a series of sort of shanties because there were so many poor people during the Depression. There's a larger one over here, which I can show you.
And I think he was known for his pictures of tenements in Philadelphia, was it?
Yes.
But again, over here now we see more of the tropical theme.
Yes.
And more of the nautical theme, and again, lots of detail. Alvin, I'm intrigued by this painting. How did he create this background, this sort of mottled background?
Well, that's actually called an aqua print. And it's complex, but basically what you do is you put powdered resin onto the plate when you put it into the acid, and that gives you this tone, this tonal quality. Yes, and he did a lot of clouds also. In fact, he illustrated a book on clouds for the Naval Academy, I believe.
Really? Oh, interesting. Well, now this is different.
Yes, it is.
What are we looking at here?
Well, this is a stamp that my stepfather designed for the 300th anniversary of the Annapolis Tercentennial.
That's really effective. So here's the actual stamp.
That's the actual stamp.
And then we can see there's a little tiny boat there that is. The degree of detail in that is absolutely amazing.
If you look real close, he even has the rockfish and also the crab, which is Annapolis is known for.
I see the crab. How wonderful. And there's a very nice inscription here.
Yes, he inscribed that to me in 1949.
Well, it's a wonderful memory. And this has been a great art chat. It's etched in our memories.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for appearing on Art Chat with us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.